Get ready for high school action on the place for local sports, The Score. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Joseph's Market, Front Street, Waterville, famous for fine meats. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. And by Dixon's Country Market in Benton, celebrating 10 years with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Jerry Poulin Memorial Field here at Winslow High School, where this afternoon it's the regular season high school football finale here on The Score as the Winslow Black Raiders host the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Mike Violet. I'll bring you the play-by-play here today alongside A.J. Knight with his color commentary, and Sean Packard is our videographer here this afternoon. It is senior day, and Sean getting us some shots of the ceremony going on there. The Foxcroft Academy Ponies are a juggernaut. They're a blitzkrieg. They're a beer truck going down a hill without an emergency brake, AJ.
Yes.
They're 7-0, and their closest game this year was a 35-point win over Madomic Valley.
Yeah, and if that doesn't encapsulate it well enough, here you go. Foxcroft Academy Ponies average 53.1 points per game. They have given up in total 12.
12.
And only
a dozen.
Yes.
Not a baker's dozen, but a dozen.
A dozen. And in fact, out of the two, I don't want to say the two touchdowns, they've given up 6 twice. They gave up 6 to Freeport in their last game. That was the first offensive touchdown scored against their defense this season.
So, as we approached this game and saw the score Doppler telling us that it was going to be kind of a rainy day, right now it's not raining. And we're going to take a timeout and come back with more about the weather and more about this game after this on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. 201 Tire Battery and Service and the Goodyear credit card for all your auto needs with great benefits. 6-month financing when you buy $250 or more. Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions apply. Double savings on select Goodyear tires via mail-in rebate. Accepted at Exxon and Mobil locations nationwide. The Goodyear credit card, the complete solution. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Get yours. Apply now. Nothing brings people together like good food. So when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta. So there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards. So be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here at Poulin Field in Winslow. As I was saying about the score Doppler, as we ramped up to this game and took a look, that is, at the score Doppler for the forecast for today, we thought the weather would be a great equalizer for the speed and the passing game of the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Well, it's not raining right now. Now, there's a threat of rain, of course, and it's a pretty good threat as we go through the afternoon. But right now, it's not raining, AJ. So there's that to take into effect. My conversation by email this week with Danny White, the head coach of Foxcroft Academy, among other things, said he anticipates a tough physical contest. And yes, you're going to get that with Winslow. They're going to absolutely play with physicality and, of course, a lot of pride. And Foxcroft Academy and Winslow, two of the great programs in eastern and northern Maine. So the other thing Coach White said is they look to be fundamentally sound, which they always do, and his last point, there will be a major emphasis on protecting the football. So I pivot to you, Mr. Knight, with the problems that the Winslow Black Raiders have had in that very protecting the football department.
So this is our fourth Winslow game this season. We've done Brewer, Belfast, and Madison. They're 2-1 in those games. But in those 3 games, they have had 12 fumbles with 6 lost, Winslow has, including, and I hate to put it on him because he's such an outstanding player, but Matt Curian himself has lost 3. In those same stretch, so those 3 games, 70 rushes, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. But as we saw last night, Gardner Coney, check it out in the vault, centralmaidsports.com, or YouTube, Central Maid Sports. Doesn't matter how productive you are, ball security can still get you yanked because Gardner's starting quarterback was outstanding running the ball for the first quarter and a half. Fumbles twice, he's pulled. Pretty much didn't see him the rest of the game. Yeah,
Chase Burgess, over 100 yards, but 2 fumbles, lost them both, got yanked out of the game by Patrick Munzing. So ball security, Winslow's had a problem with it. Curian is undoubtedly their best player, and there's no doubt about that. And I think a lot of it with Matt is trying to do more than he probably should be trying to do because Winslow's been in some close, tough ball games as Curian and the captains meet at midfield. We've got a deferral. Winslow has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. So Foxcroft Academy, I'm not sure I would give them the ball with this offense first.
I think if anything, wouldn't you want to try your Winslow, you want a little bit of help from the rain, so maybe you take it first, run some clock, and see if you can get the rain here.
So we're going to get started early. Today's game, as always, is brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn, more than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. Glad to have you with us on centralmainsports.com or 1160thescore.com or our brand new YouTube channel. It's up and running. Please go to Central Maine Sports on YouTube. Subscribe. Tell all your friends. All of our games are there. Interviews from coaches will be there, including last night B.L. Lippert and Patrick Munzing from Coney and Gardner. Our feature last night produced by our digital director, Sean Packard, on the history of Coney and Gardner in high school football, and more content is coming. That's at YouTube at Central Maine Sports.
And don't forget the score lights.
Score lights, too, which is going to be something we feature pretty much the day after every game we do, and included will be some previews of games as well. So Winslow will kick off, and kicking off for the Black Raiders is Ben Thomas. And back deep to return, you got Kemsley Marsters on one side, and Gage Beaudry, their terrific running back, on the other side. Here is the kick. It's an onside-er, and Winslow's got it! It is recovered by the Raiders. Nolan Kelly. West Littlefield pulls a trick out of the bag on the opening kickoff, and it's recovered by Winslow. Wow.
What an execution. Foxcroft, as you see the replay there, just completely taken off guard. Wow.
And it was hit far enough that Kelly could outrun the first wave of Foxcroft Academy kickoff return team players, and they come out in a shotgun formation. At quarterback is Liam Fortin. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. They're all spread out. He pulls it back. Now Fortin in trouble, trying to get outside. He does. He is hit by Marsley, and he's knocked out of bounds. But Liam Fortin on 1st and 10 from the 37 picks up about 7 yards on the play as he was knocked out of bounds eventually by Kemsley Marsters and Gage Beaudry. So give Fortin 7. So an exciting start to this one, an unexpected start as far as we're concerned, but more so for Foxcroft Academy. They had no idea. So West Littlefield wins the toss, defers, and wins the onside kick. It is 2nd down and 3. From the 29-yard line, Fortin hands it off to Kirian. 1st down for Kirian. Kirian bangs all the way down to the 15-yard line. Matt Kirian, they spot him at the 16, so give him a gain of 13 for Winslow, and the Raiders inside the red zone here just 17 seconds into the game.
Yeah, I think the big thing, so in the rain we saw Fortin, I think you saw them, they've trying to develop a passing game. This spread gives Kirian more room, obviously, because you're not going to leave wide receivers uncovered.
All right, 2 and 2 with Kirian the running back. 1st and 10 for Winslow from the 16. Foxcroft Academy will rush 4. Fortin with a long look at it here. Maybe this is an attempt to shorten the game?
I certainly can understand that. They've moved so quick.
All right, there's the 10-second signal from the back judge. And Fortin keeps it himself. Fortin breaks a tackle, and Liam is down inside the 10 to the 9. Eventually tackled on the play by Landon Smith.
Yeah, and one of the things, Fortin has developed a little bit more confidence.
Where did this offense come from?
Well, I think we got to remember 2 weeks ago we were in the rain. They showed some passing then, but obviously the weather was just not conducive to doing it. But I think the other thing to remember is Fortin moving at quarterback lost some of his running. We had a game where he had like 170 yards on the ground.
2 and 2, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Kirian in the I-back position behind Fortin in the shotgun. On 2nd down and 3 at the 9. Excuse me, AJ.
I'm just saying, I think you're right, Mike. I think they're running this to 10.
Fortin turns, hands to Kirian. Matt hits, and not much there. Real surge defensively, jumping up from the secondary. Gage Beaudry, who is by far the leading tackler for Foxcroft Academy and is truly a Fitzpatrick Trophy candidate. He's got 684 yards rushing and 22 touchdowns on the offensive side this year, aside from being their leading tackler.
But I think you're right, and I respect the strategy. Run it to 10, shorten the game.
Love it.
This Foxcroft Academy, as we said in the pregame, they score over 50 points on average.
West Littlefield and staff looking ahead here and trying to figure out how to beat an undefeated opponent. This is one way to do it. Milk the clock. Keep your offense on the field. Fortin just standing there in the gun, waiting for the back judge. There's the 10-second. On 3rd down and short. Handoff to Kieran, and he's not going to get it. We're going to have a 4th down play on the tackle. Finn Holmes up from his linebacker spot. They say they've got it.
Winslow trying to say he got it on the push.
All right, he might have. He did. I take it back. I thought he got stacked up, but he clearly got more of a push than I thought. So Kirian sets up a 1st and goal at the 5. Winslow coming out with an onside kick and some smash-mouth football.
The other thing that's really interesting, obviously strategically the 10 count, and at this level, I like the idea of making that defense sit there, think, can you stay disciplined? Can you stay locked in as you stand there?
Exactly. That's another thing you do to put a burden on the defense. 1st and goal at the 5. Fortin waits out the time clock. Now he's going to jump up under center. Going to surge. We got a tush push going, with the push provided there by Matt Kirian, and maybe down to the 3, maybe a little bit more. So Fortin on the carry. He got to the 3, so give him 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. At the 2, Winslow close to burning 4 minutes off the clock on this opening drive.
And stealing a possession. Again,
Yes.
I'm in awe. Just credit West Littlefield and his staff.
Total tip of the hat.
Wow.
If I had a hat, I'd tip it to him. Thanks, AJ.
I got
Appreciate
you.
that. But it's a Chicago Bears hat.
Yeah,
Does it really count?
Yeah, wow.
2nd down and goal at the 3. That was a deliberate shot at you.
Worthwhile, but
2nd down and goal at the 3. Fortin in the gun. Kirian right to his right. Fakes the handoff. Gets inside. And is in. Touchdown, Liam Fortin. And Winslow. Onside kick successful. They take it right down the field and score. 6-0 Raiders.
Wow.
Indeed.
That is, there's a lot of talk, right, about how coaches, can you stick to the game script or what does your opening script look like? Perfection for the Black Raiders. Perfection.
They take 4:12 off the clock. Hassan Hobby for the conversion. Out of the hole to Fortin to make it 7-0. Good snap, ball down, kick up, and it is long and true and good. And with 7:48 left in the first quarter, talk about a Hollywood script start for Winslow. They lead it 7-0.
Well, you talk about obviously stealing a possession against a team that is, like you said, a juggernaut. You set it up in an interesting way. Obviously, your defense is going to have a tough task. You're going to shrink those possessions, but puts Winslow in that position too, right? They steal an opening possession. They're going to get the ball to start the third quarter. I mean, there's so many benefits to what they just did. On top of now, if you're Foxcroft Academy, you got to pay attention going forward.
Winslow has 7 points today. That's already more than half that Foxcroft Academy had allowed coming into this game.
It's the most they've given up in a game.
There you go. How about that? And in 4:12, Winslow has already outscored every other opponent that Foxcroft Academy has played. Back to return the kickoff here. Kemsley Marsters on the near side, number 5. Gage Beaudry on the far side, number 4. Both with considerable speed. And again, to kick off for the Raiders, Ben Thomas, they do it again! An onside kick again. This one, though, recovered by Philip Bagley. So that one didn't work.
I think that one's going to the well just one too many times there.
Yeah.
I mean, if it bounces off of him, that's something. But you knew after getting the first one, Foxcroft was definitely going to be ready for the second one.
All right, and they were. So here we go with this dynamic Foxcroft Academy offense led by Wyatt Rayfield, who threw for 3 touchdowns last week. And his outstanding running back is Gage Beaudry, number 4. He is a slot right, empty backfield. And back to throw is Rayfield. All kinds of time, and they're loading it up. Marsley's open, and there's a touchdown. One play, and this is what Foxcroft Academy can do. A 48-yard strike from Wyatt Rayfield to Kemsley Marsters, and it's 7-6, just like that.
Yeah, that, like you said, I mean, couldn't have been any easier. He was wide open.
So Rayfield with a strike of 48 yards, and Marsters will attempt the conversion. On the hold, it's Rayfield, the connection for the touchdown. Snap, a little bit off, but he gets it down, and the kick is up, and it is good. And in 10 seconds, Foxcroft Academy has tied it at 7. One play, 48-yard strike from Rayfield to Marsters.
Yeah, that's why you shorten the game, but I mean, it doesn't matter how many possessions you give Foxcroft Academy. If they're going to score on one play, then unfortunately, I think that's not a recipe for success.
Well, and Marsters got so open, and you simply, when they're spread like that, you just can't allow somebody to get behind you like that.
Yeah.
And it was just way too easy to do. And so Marsters beating the secondary easily, and the Ponies in 10 seconds. I'm not sure if I can ever remember that happening in all my years of doing this. 10 seconds, they tie the game.
Well, how about a response, too, from the Ponies, because how juiced was this place, and just like that, pin can drop.
Yep, says a lot about Foxcroft Academy. They got knocked in the teeth on the onside kick in the first drive. One play, bingo. 7-7, 7:38 in. Every game we have here is interesting.
That is factual.
Every game. All right, Marsters to kick off. Back to return. Matt Kirian on the near side, and it's Don Gurney on the far side. Gurney with great speed. And Donnie Gurney picks it up at the... No! He forgot to pick it up! And he covers it. Just barely covering that loose ball there ahead of Jacob Johnson. That was dangerous.
That was a break in more ways than one because I think it actually hit off his shin the first time, Mike.
It was a live ball.
And then he missed it on the pickup. So
either way, it's a live ball.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm curious to see Winslow if they go back to that 2-2. At some point, they throw the bubble screen out there because you have one-on-one matchup. If you get a block, it's one-on-one with your receiver.
All right, wide to the left side, Will Parent. We've got 3 to the right. Kirian in the backfield with Fortin to his left. 1st and 10 from the 17. It's a run all the way. Fortin turns the corner, gets outside, and a pretty good gain for Liam. He's finally pushed out of bounds. And let's see, spotted out at the 25-yard line. That is enough for a first down, I believe.
No, it was at the 17, wasn't it?
Oh, 25-yard line, gain of 8. Okay, you're right. It was at the 17. My bad.
I'm surprised this early on, Mike, and I know it's their bread and butter, so maybe not to a certain extent, but Winslow is just gashing them in the run game to start this game.
So a gain of 8 for Liam Fortin. Solid start to this drive. 2nd and 2 from the 25. Twins to the left and twins to the right. Fortin in the gun. Winslow has come out all spread out today, and there's a busted play. Fortin turned to the left. Poor guy looking for Kirian, who went right, and he pays the price for the busted play. And it's going to be a loss, and it'll be 3rd. And instead of 3rd and short, it's going to be 3rd and long. A quick shout-out to Tyler Folsom's mom, Lisa, who came up and chatted with us before the game. A football mom, second time around. Took a picture of our score banner, posted it on social media, tagged us in it. We appreciate that very much. So
thanks,
good luck
Lisa.
to Lisa and her son, number 65 for Winslow, Tyler Folsom.
In at right guard, I believe.
He is. He is a junior. 3rd and 5, so a loss of 3 on that play. Fortin in the gun, 2 and 2. And 4 men on the line, ready to rush here for Foxcroft Academy. 3rd down and 5. Fortin calls for the ball. Pitch out to Kirian, right side. Matt trying to turn the corner on a wet field. Not able to do so.
Flag thrown as well, Mike.
Yep. Strung out. Also a flag down at the 15-yard line.
And I'm going to guess that's on Winslow because it gets really easy to hold, especially when you try and get those runs out on the perimeter.
And probably a situation where Coach Danny White refuses the penalty and sets up a 4th down.
Oh, no, they're going to take it.
Why would you do that?
You got to be confident in your defense. You're open to pin him back even further. But I'm with you. I think Winslow's punting regardless.
No, they're going to get another 3rd down play first.
That's what I'm saying. I think even if you decline it, I'm saying I think Winslow punts it this deep in their territory because they didn't pick up the first down.
It's going to be 3rd down at about 18 instead of 4th and 5 when you would have forced a punt. So let's see if this little bit of a gamble by Coach White pays off. Trips left for Winslow. 1 to the right. Kirian in the backfield. Fortin at the 5-yard line. Back to Chuckett, looking long, downfield. It is up, and it is picked off by Jaden Richard. So the gamble pays off. The ball intended downfield for Nolan Kelly, and that was a ball that was thrown up for grabs.
Oh, penalty marker. I think that was roughing the passer.
They hit him late. You got to look.
I'll show you one more time here as we wait for the discussion.
If it is, it's a huge penalty. It's going to be on Foxcroft.
Oh, yeah.
On Foxcroft Academy. They bring the ball back to the line of scrimmage. So the gamble paid off until it didn't because of the roughing the passer penalty.
Is that an automatic first down at high school?
It is not. And it's going to set up a 3rd down and a long yard. So 3rd down after the roughing the passer penalty gives him a 15-yard penalty.
That's an automatic first down.
All right, they changed their mind. It is an automatic first down. All right. So it wasn't, then it was. So it's an automatic first down. So
Yardage-wise, I don't think it was going to
Right.
be.
It is an automatic first down. So Winslow 1st and 10, now up to their own 25. Foxcroft Academy gambled, made a play, then committed a penalty on that play, and now Winslow takes a timeout with 6:17 remaining in the first quarter. 7-7 is the score. Local sports on the score is brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online, cmautogroup.com.
I think it'll be curious to see how that Winslow responds to that interception. Do you get gun shy? Because Winslow's strength's still not necessarily throwing the ball down the field. Off of play action, it would be curious to see if you could establish something. But the idea of even a slant from that, because they're stacking their receivers, or that little bubble screen, there's going to be that initial block no matter which side you do it with that 2-and-2 stack. And it's a one-on-one matchup. You break a tackle, you're going to have a lot of green grass in front of you if Winslow wants to do that. But it's going to be curious to see. That penalty negates the pick, but does that make them a little bit gun-shy about their passing offense?
1st and 10 Raiders from the 25. Coach Littlefield with a timeout, looking to clear up any confusion with the offense. Winslow has come out today with a totally different package, all spread out, 4 wide. Matt Curian, the lone running back in the backfield with Fortin. It's been a different, new, fun look. A little bit of a difference from the double wing. Fortin back to throw it. He's loading it up long, right side, up for grabs, and knocked away from the intended receiver, Isaiah Costigan.
Costigan had a step there, but it just hung up there, and then it became a jump ball. Costigan, though, to his credit, had a chance. I think should have come down with that.
So it's a long incompletion, 2nd down and 10.
But this formation, that's another thing, Mike. You're going to get one-on-ones because Foxcroft Academy to this point doesn't want to not stack the box. So those receivers are getting one-on-one matchups. Can anybody win them, though?
2nd and 10 from the 25 for the Raiders. 7-7, 6:10 to go in the first. Now they go tight. Fortin with Curian right to his left. Got a man in motion, and coming around on the sweep is Hassan Hobby, and Hobby on the sweep up to the 28-yard line, a gain of 3, so it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 on the sweep to Hobby.
Ball responded at the 28-yard line.
So 3rd and 7 from the 28, clock running, 5:45 to go in the first, 7-7. We'll have playoff field hockey Tuesday and Wednesday. Messalonsky Tuesday against Lewiston at 5. Skowhegan Wednesday against Hamden Academy at 3. More deets on that coming. 3rd and 7. From the 28, Fortin in the gun, 2-2. A 4-man rush for Foxcroft Academy. Fortin milks the clock, waits for the back judge to signal 10 seconds, and there it is. This is smart football by Winslow. No matter what happens today, Fortin nothing. Fortin wrapped up and pushed back. Devin Henderson, the senior defensive end, and there's nowhere to go.
Number 12, Finn Holmes.
Finn Holmes also in on the stop, and it'll be 4th and 6.
I don't think they're punting, are they, Mike?
Wow. West Littlefield figuring, what the heck? You know, they're probably locked into their playoff spot. So you may as well take some gambles, and here they go. They're going to gamble on 4th and 6 from the 29, and now a timeout is called by Winslow. Maybe they're going to rethink. So timeout on the field. Second one used by Winslow here in the first half. 4:32 remaining. We've got a timeout on the field. 7-7 is the score.
I like that. I think strategically, Winslow's got a solid game plan. You know, you try and steal a kick or steal possession, which they do on the opening onside. I think going back to it a second time in a row, probably not the right decision. But I like running it till 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic strategy.
So I think strategically, Winslow's locked in. It's just going to be about executing, you know. You can talk all you want about X's and O's, but sometimes it comes down to the Jimmies and the Joes.
That's true. Cliched as it may be, I just think here you want to win this game.
Yes.
And going for it on 4th down makes that less likely to me. And Hobby, I think, is going to drop back in punt formation, and he is. So they are going to kick it, which is a wise move by West Littlefield. It's Jaden Richard back deep. Kemsley Marsters is the up man, and Hobby will get rid of it around the 20. The rush, the snap is good. They got a block, which is a good thing, and on a hop, it's picked up by Richard, 42-45 midfield, still going upended, and swept out of bounds there. The tackle on the play by Lucas Spencer. Good return on the play by Jaden Richard, and Foxcroft Academy in business with good field position, 1st and 10 from the 42 of Winslow.
Now, plus territory now both times for these Foxcroft drives. First time obviously took just one play.
So one play from scrimmage has been run by the Ponies. They hit a touchdown. Winslow certainly is winning the time of possession. But on the scoreboard, it's 7-7. So bringing him out here, Wyatt Rayfield, the senior quarterback, got a loaded backfield. A running back to his right, a running back to his left, 2 receivers to the right. And the handoff to one of those running backs, and breaking loose in the secondary, Finn Holmes. And Finn Holmes, a big back, is down to the 30-yard line. That's a first down for Foxcroft Academy. Holmes not tall, but very stockily built. They actually put him, no, it's at the 30. So it's 1st and 10 there for Foxcroft Academy. 4:10 left in the first quarter, 7-7.
Big play offense. Sorry.
Yep, it sure is. 2 to the left and 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 2 running backs. And the turn, the handoff to Beaudry. Gage Beaudry outside, lots of room. Beaudry rolls out of bounds after getting inside the 20-yard line. That should be enough for another Foxcroft Academy first down. He is inside the 15-yard line. So inside the red zone is Foxcroft Academy. They spot it right on the 15. 1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy.
Kind of seems like they hit that big pass play, so then Winslow came out to kind of back up the back 7, and then Foxcroft said, okay, we'll run the ball.
Rayfield, that is, over to the sideline, getting the play. He threw for 3 touchdowns last week. And Beaudry, again, 22 touchdowns on the year for their star running back. Beaudry to the right of Rayfield. On the left side is Holmes. A play fake, back to throw. Rayfield, end zone. It is incomplete, intended down there for Jaden Richard. He looked open, but it was going to take a perfect pass to get it to him.
Now, let's take a look here on the replay. There was a Winslow defender, I think, altered that because he had to go over it.
So the incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10.
That was number 8, was in the right spot there. They had to go over it and do that. It was caused the inaccuracy because had to try and fit it over the top of him.
2nd and 10 from the 15. 3:42 to go in the first. Twins right, 1 left. And a back to either side here of Wyatt Rayfield. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Winslow jumping into the neutral zone. That was Lucas Spencer. And let's see if it's offside on Winslow or procedure on Foxcroft Academy.
Foxcroft backing up. I thought he got him with the hard count.
Well, he didn't.
All right.
So it's illegal procedure. And it'll back it up to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 15. So Foxcroft Academy guilty.
Worth noting, Mike, just checking in. He had his helmet off. I don't know if it was a trip to the bathroom or whatever, but Marsters just checked back in after not being in on this drive and obviously catching the touchdown on the first one.
He's back wide to the left. Got 2 receivers to the right, flanked wide out there is 25 Jackson Smith. The turn, Mayfield hands it off inside on the handoff to Holmes. Got a flag down from the secondary, usually holding as they throw it there. And Finn Holmes, the 180-pound sophomore, and this one's coming back. So Foxcroft Academy, unusual mistakes, and I am sure that with 3.5 minutes to go in every game they've been in this year, they haven't been in a 7-7 tie.
No, I would imagine that if anything, there'd be 14 total points, but it would be their 14 total points. That's 2 straight penalties backing them up 15 yards.
2nd and 25 at the 30. Wide to the right side, Silas Topolsky. Excuse me, he's the slot man. Wide to the right is Smith. Wide to the left side is Richard. The turn. The handoff to Beaudry. Beaudry is tackled eventually at the 24-yard line. Give him 6. Tough running on the inside. The initial hit made by Ben Thomas, and then Fortin helped to clean him up in the secondary along with Donnie Gurney. So 3rd and 19 from the 24. 3 minutes left in the first.
Big play offense, Foxcroft Academy, but Winslow here is one play. I mean, I take that back. It's 4-down territory, but potentially, I mean, they've got the chains in their favor. You just got to be sound and not let anybody behind you.
Agreed. 3rd and 19. Ball at the 24 of Winslow coming out over the football. Jack Caruso, their 5'10", 220-pound senior center. Wide to the left side is Richard. Flanked out wide to the right side is Smith. Slots to either side. And the single setback in the shotgun is Beaudry. Play fake. Back to throw. The pass. Downfield. End zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Jaden Richard. He was wide open. A 24-yard strike, and the Ponies lead it 13-6.
Yeah, he was wide open. Marsters ran that inside route, and it took the entire coverage with him.
So Rayfield has hit 2 wide open receivers. And now for the conversion, Marsters trying to make it 14-0. Touchdown comes at 9:36. Snap is good. Ball is down plenty long enough, and it is good. So Marsters converts for the second time. And Foxcroft Academy has scored twice. And with 2:24 left in the first quarter, it's the Ponies 14 and the Winslow Black Raiders nothing.
Yeah, again, it's just a case.
14-7.
A case there of execution. Marsters takes 2 defenders and someone completely pops off a man and wide open. We saw that last night. Gardner had that against that last touchdown pass to Arnold. Sargent runs the exact same route. Arnold is wide open on that left side and just waltzes into the end zone.
58-yard drive by the Ponies, so we've had 21 points here in the first quarter. And Foxcroft Academy back in the lead, or in the lead for the first time today. And I surmise it might have been the first time they've been behind all year.
I was going to say that too. I bet it was the first time they've trailed all season. I think Winslow, they're going to have to obviously pull out all the stops in terms of trick plays and stuff like that. You're going to have to find some semblance of, I think, a passing game with Fortin.
Donnie Gurney, Matt Curian back to return the kick here of Kemsley Marsters, the senior. Respecting him, they are back inside the 5-yard line. Here's Marsters. Foot into ball, and it's a high driving kick. And Curian at the 2, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. Curian up the middle. There was a hole there, and then he's scorched through and is down at about the 23-yard line. So a 22-yard return for Matt Curian, and that's where Winslow will begin this offensive possession. 1st and 10. They spotted at the 23.
Hey, shout out, Mike, over there. I saw the pop-up initially, but the Winslow boys soccer team in attendance this Saturday. Actually, I take that back. Winslow, I think it's boys and girls.
Yep, they're down to our left. After we saw them earlier this week, there they are. The Winslow girls beat Lawrence last week on the score, or earlier this week, and make it to the tournament.
Yep.
Back to throw Fortin on 1st down. Loads it up. Man open. Will Parent catches at the 45. Right on the beam. Liam Fortin there. A 22-yard pass play and a 1st down for Winslow.
How about
that was a strike.
Yeah, credit to Parent because he took a shot after that, too.
He's doubled over right now in the huddle, and the referee, Bill Leary, making sure, and Winslow probably going to get him out of the game. He got popped, but he made the catch. Broderick Bimpson comes in, and I would think that Parent will be back. He looks like he's going to be okay. That one just kind of rocks your world for a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 45. Terrific pass play from Fortin to Parent. Fortin again milks the clock here. This is just great strategy by Winslow. Sets him down. Man in motion, Costigan. Fake to Costigan. Kept here by Fortin. 50. He plows ahead. He's pulled back. Forward progress, though, to the 47-yard line. So give
9 yards.
Will Fortin about
Ball
8.
spotted at the 46-yard line of
I just wanted to point out, Mike, while we're on the sideline, Parent got what looked like a pretty good tongue lashing, and if I had to guess, I'm going to say that was on him to just, I think the coaching staff telling him, you're not feeling well, man, come out.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do something dumb.
And he's pacing the sidelines now, so I think we'll see Will again. Bimpson is replacement wide left. Costigan slot left. Wide to the right side for Winslow, Isaiah Costigan. Kurian to the left of Fortin. Second down and about a yard. Fortin milks the clock. 10-second signal made. Coming in motion, though, to distract Foxcroft Academy. Doesn't work. Kurian inside. Did he get enough?
I think forward progress got him at least an area of measurement. No, that's a first down.
Yeah.
First down, Black Raiders.
First down, Winslow. They'll stop the clock here. And now they start the clock without the sticks being set. And that may have been the final play of the first quarter. Clock now at 13, and with Winslow milking things, it is highly unlikely this play will get off at the 45-yard line. Fortin turns and looks at it. That is the first quarter. And Foxcroft Academy, I was going to say, has a tiger by the tail. How about a Black Raider by the tail right now as Winslow's giving them everything they want and more. Score after one from Jerry Poulin Memorial Field. The Foxcroft Academy Ponies 14 and the Winslow Black Raiders 7.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Back live here at Poulin Field after the first period ended. 1st and 10 from the 45. And right out of the gate, Fortin with a block in front. And Liam Fortin shut down. And we got a flag down, maybe a face mask on Foxcroft Academy. Fortin's out of bounds near the 43-yard line, but there might have been a grab of the face mask there, or maybe a horse collar. Let's see. It's a face mask.
I was going to say, hard to see because there's a lot of traffic there. The surprising thing is, and I think that far side ref had a better look, but Foxcroft with the penalties, Mike.
Very undisciplined football for them. They just don't do this.
So let's see. They gave Fortin the 42? So they gave him 3.
Right. And so 5 more. So it ends up being an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, for Foxcroft Academy, that is already penalty number 4 for 35 yards in one play into the second quarter.
So it should be second,
and 2,
not first,
right? Yeah,
on the board. Second down at about 2. Ball on the 37-yard line. Fortin again with a running clock. Waiting for the back judge. There's the signal. The tailback in the eye, Matt Kurian. Kurian gets the give, and he is stuffed. Absolutely nothing there on the stick there. Logan Walton, number 51, for those of you watching our video feed. He was right there waiting for him.
Yeah, I mean, you got to obviously keep going there to make Foxcroft defend it. But I think the interesting thing is Fortin has had more success getting outside, but obviously that comes off the action from Kurian.
Well, the board and the PA announcer are saying 2nd and 2. I say it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd down because the play happened and then add 5, so that was 2nd down right there. They're wrong. We're right, Mike. We know what we're talking about.
Fix it, but because it makes me crazy. I say it's 3rd and 2. Scoreboard says 2nd and 2, and until we find out otherwise or it becomes moot, we're going with it. 3rd and 2 from the 37. Fortin pitches left side. Matt Kurian, that could have been a hold back there by Costigan, and I think it's going to be Costigan, a very small guy, trying to hold off the linebacker there, Landon Smith, and I think they're going to ring him up.
Yeah, just trying to seal that edge, and I think that the silly thing is just he had a little bit too long. Kirian already had the step there, but yep, you saw it right, Mike.
Yeah, Costigan kind of had him by the elbow like they were doing the Watusi there for a second, and he got caught. Or the do-si-do. It's either the Watusi or the do-si-do, I'm not sure.
Last thing, Foxcroft not playing as disciplined as they should, but Winslow can't afford to do this. And announcers still say it's second down.
I know.
This should be
I think
third
this
and
is wrong.
12.
I think they're wrong. I'd love to, and I will tonight go back and watch and see. So 2nd and 12 from the 47, 10.5 to go in the first half. It's 14-7, Foxcroft Academy. Again, Fortin milks the clock. Has Matt Kirian right to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Direct snap, Fortin looking to throw. Looked left, now throws right, underthrown, but it's caught! Still by Isaiah Costigan, and that's a case where underthrowing the ball paid off. Because if he had actually thrown it where Costigan was, it might have been either knocked away or picked off.
Yeah, Costigan, it heads up to Costigan, too, to get his head on the swivel, turn around as his defender overran that.
And that is a first down. They spot it at the 33. So a first down throw and catch from Fortin to Costigan. And Winslow's in business here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wide to the right side for the Raiders is Isaiah Costigan again. In the slot there is Davian Costigan. And wide left for Winslow, Nolan Kelly. Fortin waiting. We'll wait with him. 10-second call hasn't come yet. There it is. 1st and 10 from the 33. Fortin in the belly of Kirian. Matt dragging a tackler. Finn Holmes inside the 30 to the 29. Give him 4.
What is your line, Mike? Normally, Matt Kirian, if Winslow's going to win, he's got to touch it 20 to 25 times. I think so.
Yeah.
I think the average is not going to be great from today, but it's going to be even more important today, I think, that he touches the ball
If
that many
it were
times.
possible to kick up a cloud of dust today, I would say 3 yards and a cloud of dust for Matt Kirian. 3 yards and some mud for Matt Kirian. He got 4 there, 2nd and 6. Fortin with 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. And Matt Kirian right to his right. 4-man rush ready to come. At Fortin. Fortin running it himself behind Kirian. Fortin right side spins in. I thought the
came out.
I thought it did come out. And it was recovered by Winslow. Kirian got on the loose ball, so Winslow fumbles. And ironically, it's Kirian that recovers it.
Yeah, as you see on the replay here, on that spin, someone gets a shoulder pad right there. Number 3, Mike, got a shoulder pad right on that ball, popped out, but Kirian was right there.
Jaden Richard forced the fumble, recovered by Winslow, though. 3rd and 2, ball just inside the 25 of Foxcroft Academy. Winslow giving the Ponies the game of the year for them. Wide to the right side for the Raiders, Isaiah Costigan. Got 3 receivers to the left. And back in the game, Will Parent, number 4, wide left after that pop he took earlier. 3rd down and 2. Fortin runs to the right, looks to get outside, does, and Fortin looks like he got enough for the first down, stayed in bounds. So the clock keeps running with 7:35 to go. And let's see, they'll look it over. And I think they're going to call for the sticks. They are. So an official's timeout with 7:27 remaining in the first half. And Fortin close enough to get a measurement with the ball near the 25-yard line.
The nice thing about that play design with Fortin being able to run, Mike, is you spread 4 receivers out wide, right? So to this point, Foxcroft has really stacked the box with the other 7 defenders, and that allows, it's 7-on-7, right? With the quarterback accounted for, it gives you a chance.
Here's the stretch. And what? It must be wicked close.
Yeah, it has to be.
Because We've seen no call, so I'm going with short.
I think it is short. He's holding a piece of the chain.
Yeah, a couple of links of the chain. That's about it. So it's going to be fourth and about that much.
I mean
that's literally a link or two of the
chain. Chain links, 2 or 3 max. But I think we're going to get the tush push here.
All right, let's see what the Raiders come out with on 4th and inches. They will go under center with Kurian right behind Liam Fortin, and I mean right behind him. He can't be any more right behind him, and there's some sort of a tush push, and it certainly is far more than enough for a first down for the Raiders.
21-yard line. First down, Black Raiders.
So Winslow with an impressive first half and an opportunity here to tie this game up. They are a yard away from the red zone. It is 1st and 10 from the 21.
It got to be a case, Mike. I can't imagine too many teams have said, Foxcroft, we know how good you are, and we're going to have some strategy for that, but we're going to just punch you in the mouth.
Yeah. And we're also going to strategically play a little bit of a head game with you by waiting out the play clock, which I think is just brilliant strategy. 1st and 10 from the 21. That's what Fortin's doing right now, waiting for the back judge to signal 10 seconds. Nothing will happen till he does. There it goes. 1st and 10 from the 21. Fortin in the gun. Gonna throw it. Looks left, fires right side, down, up for grabs, and it's incomplete. It was intended for Isaiah Costigan. Excellent coverage back downfield by Silas Topolsky, and it is incomplete. Kind of a jump ball, but if you're Winslow, you may as well take a crack at it.
Yeah, that one risky, a jump ball, like you said. Actually, Costigan had a chance as it went through the hands of the Foxcroft defender. You're obviously not going to have too complicated, I think, of an offense, but Foxcroft is giving a lot of space on those outsides. So if you had a slant, a bubble screen, there's something out there.
All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 21. Fortin, a delayed handoff to Kurian. Matt trying to get outside. Hunter McSorley, 5'10", 215-pound defensive tackle, grabs him and wrapped him up.
Yeah, he ragdolled him there a little bit, and that's saying something because Matt Kurian is not easy to take down.
Well, McSorley's a big bad boy. And shout out to Foxcroft Academy for listing heights and weights on their roster. It's amazing how that has become a lost art for rosters in every sport, especially in basketball with heights and in football with heights and weights. It's an important part of the game.
Yes.
3rd and 11 from the 22. Fortin waiting it out. 6 minutes to go in the first half. The turn. Right side looking. Fortin after play action going to throw. Now he flips it. It's caught by Kurian. His feet are down. He is inside the 10-yard line. Great play by Matt Kurian after a fine rollout. After being flushed out of the pocket by Liam Fortin, it's going to be goal to go Winslow. It is 1st and goal just inside the 7. That's a 15-yard gain, and it's 1st and goal.
Now, I thought Fortin was just going to kind of eat this and throws a jump ball there. And then not only does Kurian do a great job keeping his feet in bounds, like you said, Mike, he then shrugs off a tackle and picks up a few more yards, picks up 17.
Let's give you a game reset brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. So this one, right from the beginning, got really interesting. The strategy began for West Littlefield. Winslow won the toss. They elected to defer. What did they do? A surprise onside kick, and that onside kick was recovered by Nolan Kelly, and the Raiders took it in for the touchdown from the 37-yard line. Fortin a 3-yard run. Then Foxcroft Academy, in one play, tied the game up on a 48-yard touchdown pass from Rayfield to Marsters. And then the Ponies went in front with Richard catching a 24-yard touchdown pass from Rayfield, 14-7. That's where we are right now. 5:43 to go in the first half. And Winslow with a 1st and goal at the 7. Our game reset brought to you by Midstate Machine. All right, out of the Foxcroft Academy timeout. 1st and goal from the 7. Winslow trips right, 1 left. They're all spread out. With Kurian to the left of Fortin in the backfield. First and goal at the 7. Ball on the right hash, so the wide side, the left side. For Liam Fortin and this Winslow offense. Snap to Fortin, going to run it left. Can he get outside, being chased? And no way is he going to get outside Marsters, who with his great speed got out there, a little slow getting up. But Marsters spread it out, and that looks like a no gain to me.
Nice play there from the defense.
A loss? Let's see.
Yeah,
he did. He did lose two. So Marsters jumped up from the secondary. Strung out Fortin made the play, a loss of 2, second and goal at the 9. They're all spread out again, same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Curian in the backfield. Fortin taking his old time. Clock at 5 minutes. There's the 10-second call from the back judge. Second and goal from the 9. Snap to Fortin. Liam back to throw. Now flush from the pocket. Goes left side. Fires end zone. And it was almost intercepted. Intended in the end zone for Will Parent. He looked open, but the ball missed him.
Yeah, I'm showing the replay here, Mike. I don't know from your vantage point if you saw better. I thought Fortin had a lot of space in front of him.
Yeah, there was some space there.
I think Fortin could have won that race, won that race to the corner.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, third and goal from the 9. That incompletion stops the clock. 4:42 left in the first half, and Winslow looking to tie this thing up. Foxcroft Academy with their hands completely full for the first time this year. No other team has played them within 35 points until today, at least in the first half. Third and goal at the 9. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Curian in the backfield. It's going to be an option play, a low pitch. Curian handles it, but he can't really square up. He got the loss back and a little bit more, and they spot him out near the 5-yard line. So it'll be fourth and goal there, and a huge play in this game. So it's fourth and goal at the 5.
I don't hate that play call, but like you said, on the short side, Foxcroft Academy, I think, has plenty of speed from the secondary to kind of close that down.
So Fortin over to Coach Littlefield to get this all-important 4th and 5 call. 4th and 5 at the 5. 14-7 Foxcroft Academy. What'll it be? Again, the wide side is the right side. Trips left. 1 to the right, that's Costigan. Wide to the right, that's Isaiah. Curian in the backfield, 4th and goal at the 5. The snap, up the middle, they try to go, now bouncing outside is Fortin, trying to turn the corner, no way! Making the defensive play, Landon Smith. Landon Smith. All over Fortin, and Winslow cannot score on 4th and goal at the 5. They had a 1st and goal at the 7 and could not score a key spot in this ballgame.
Yeah, and I think the big one, I really think Fortin had a chance, if not to, on that second down play, not to score, had a chance to really get them well inside the 5. Looked like he had a ton of space there, and then you missed the pass and just can't execute after that. A good recovery from the Foxcroft Academy defense.
So Foxcroft Academy takes over with the lead, 14-7, with 4:27 left in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from their 7-yard line. Twins left, Twins right. In the backfield, Beaudry. Hand off to him. No way is he going anywhere. Winslow all over that. Lucas Spencer, the sophomore, number 63, jumps up and makes the play on Beaudry. Excellent defense by Winslow. The Raiders have played a superb game here in the first half. This may be the best game-planned game of the year we've seen.
Yeah, I think it is. You steal the first possession with that onside. The strategy of really limiting possessions with your run game, I think, is genius against this high-powered offense. Now can you make a play with them backed up?
Yep, 2 and 2, 2nd and 12 from the 5. Rayfield, right side, fires it out in the flat. It is caught there by Richard. Richard can't turn it up for anything, and on the stop, Davian Costigan. And the Raiders just swarming defensively. And more of a loss. My God, they're in the shadow of their own goalpost here at the 2. So they started at the 7. Now they're back at the 2.
And they lose 3 yards on that, and a dangerous pass for sure, obviously, because you throw that one, it was high.
Yeah, and a lot of air under it.
Yes.
So 3rd and 15 from the 2, and they come out very tight. First time today, back to what you would call a regular formation. Beaudry gets a few yards, gives them some room to punt, and that's what they're going to have to do. So the Raiders, after not scoring on a 1st and goal at the 7, hold, and we are going to see the first punt of the game, and surprisingly, it comes from Foxcroft Academy.
Yeah, I mean, what you said, who would have predicted that?
Nolan Kelly will drop back to return the punt along with Fortin. And punting, here's Marsters, who does all their kicking. Clock is running.
Now, Winslow, important to remember, only has 1 timeout left.
Correct. And I think Marsters is pulling a Fortin here and waiting for the clock. Snap right on the money. Marsters with the kick, and it is a terrible punt. Off the side of his foot, and Mr. Man Winslow is in business. They've got the ball inside the 25 with just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that is the ultimate equalizer for the Winslow offense, because obviously not a big play offense and only 1 timeout. How do you remedy that? You got a short field, gives you a lot more opportunity.
That may be the worst punt of Kemsley Marsters' career, seriously. And that ends up being, let's see, it's at the 20. That's, what, an 18-yard punt?
Well, not even that, right? The line of scrimmage.
No, it's a 25, so it's a...
It was like 13, because when the line of scrimmage...
Rain. What's up with that? Let's hope it rolls. Wide to the right side is Isaiah Costigan. 1 minute to go. Clock running. Fortin's going to throw it. Looks left, now fires right. Downfield is Kelly! He makes the catch! Touchdown, Winslow! Nolan Kelly wide open, and Fortin just dropped it right in there for the score. It's a 15-yard pass play, and it's 14-13.
How about on top of that, Mike, the little veteran, I'll call it a veteran play there, where Kelly uses an arm not so much to push off, but get a little bit of space.
So a short field, 25 yards for the score, and Hobby will attempt to tie it. Fortin to hold. Snap good, ball down, kick is good! All I can say is just wow. Of all the things I expected to happen in the last weekend of high school football in Maine, this is not on my list.
Makes 2 of us. But the
Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone and Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset...
Knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course...
Imagine your own private campground.
Project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from.
Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received.
Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic...
Coyote Tractor Dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion.
Fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Sean Peckard's our videographer, back here live at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. Appreciate you sitting with us through a bit of a technical snafu. Hopefully we've got that corrected. And fortunately, though, timing is everything. We're back in time for the second half, and what a ball game we have. It is 14-all in certainly one of the more surprising scores through halftime of the entire season to this point in time.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, we thought with the rain, right, we were going to, as we'll run through, we'll show you the highlights of the first half touchdowns, but we thought with the rain might be able to be a little bit of an evening factor. Yeah.
Equalizer.
But that being the unfortunately, it hasn't rained for Winslow. Fortunately, they've strategically done exactly what they needed to do, and I think gotten a little bit of a help from Foxcroft playing probably one of their worst disciplined halves they've played all season.
Yeah, Fred just told me he saw a game that they were in last week where they committed a lot of penalties as well, but they were so far ahead it didn't matter. So a little bit of undisciplined play has been a pattern here for a couple of weeks. But that aside, Winslow's game planning today by their coaching staff has been magnificent, and they have played a textbook game, doing a great job of milking the clock and waiting as long as they can to run plays, therefore shortening the game. And they started with an onside kick. They successfully recovered that onside kick at the 37 of Foxcroft, took it in for the touchdown, and have been playing great football ever since. So they are the beneficiaries of deferring, onside kicking successfully, scoring on that onside kick, and now they'll receive the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, our truncated halftime still brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company.
It is.
Couple quick numbers for you, Mike. Only 12 statistical plays for Foxcroft Academy the first half. 3 for 7 passing, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 rushes, 40 yards. That's it.
Amazing.
Winslow, Fortin is 5 for 8 for 84 and a score. 13 rushes, 37 yards, and a score. He's also had a fumble, but it was not lost.
Kemsley Marsters to kick off. Don Gurney on the near side. Matt Curian on the far side. 32 and 33, respectively. 14-14. Who'd have thunk it? Here's the kick, a drive. And Curian all the way back to the 3, to the 5. Back to the middle to the 10, strung out 15, and Curian to the 20, still going, 25. Curian still going, breaks out loose, 50, 40, 30. Monsters hustling, he's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Winslow! A 97-yard kickoff return by Matt Curian.
Flag.
And there is a flag down.
I hope that's got to be blocking the back. Unfortunately, where that's thrown.
And I'm not sure they needed to block anyone in the back there, and they did. So all for naught. Winslow's still going to get good field position, but Curian's magnificent 97-yard touchdown return on a kickoff is wiped off the books. That was a great return by Curian. Have you got a replay on that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the line of scrimmage is the 35. Still in good business, but could have been 6, should have been 6. Kind of an unnecessary block.
100% what you said, unnecessary. I think Curian was gone because I don't think it was on Marsters.
Marsters hustled like crazy. He's got great speed and caught him at the goal line, but Curian got over. It's all for nothing. It's like it never happened. 1st and 10, 35. Winslow still in good shape. 14-14. Fortin going to chuck it. Right side. There is open Isaiah Costigan, who breaks away. And then the ball came out. And Foxcroft Academy has it. Costigan made the catch and then coughed the ball up. And it's a Foxcroft Academy ball. Holy mackerel.
That Costigan had, as we show you the replay, but as he was trying to stiff arm a different defender coming backside, that's yanked out there, number 3, and he's able to pull it out, and he goes down to the turf with it 13, so 22 yards, unfortunately, turnover.
So Richard with the fumble recovery. Off the Costigan fumble, 1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy. The Ponies dodging bullets here in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Under center, is Rayfield. Pitches to Beaudry. Beaudry breaks a tackle. Beaudry over the 10. And Beaudry to, over the 20. And to about the 23-yard line. And that is very close to a first down. It's not, though. It's a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1.
Ball at the 23-yard line.
How about that, Mike? Talk about you get the kickoff return that unnecessarily negated, and then you get a fumble on a first down big play.
Beaudry, the pitch outside, can't do it. Excellent defense by Bimson up to make the tackle for the Winslow Black Raiders. Broderick Bimson, the sophomore, up to make the tackle. And it's about a gain of a yard.
First down, Ponies at their own 26-yard line.
They got a first down on that?
Apparently it was a gain of 4.
All right, handoff. Left side, Winslow all over it. Boy, the Raiders have played some defense today. Beaudry on the carry.
Number 12, Finn Holmes.
Nope, it was not Beaudry. It was Finn Holmes on the carry.
Tackle for no gain by number 30.
No gain, 2nd down and 10. Actually, about a yard gain. So 2nd down and 10. Clock running, 10-10 to go in the third. We've got a 14-14 game. If you're tuning in, what you're hearing for the score and what you see on the screen is actually true. It is 14 all. 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 30-yard line of Foxcroft Academy. The turn, the give to Beaudry. Beaudry up right tackle, secondary 35. Beaudry first down. Wrapped up by Costigan and Kelly, but he's over the 40-yard line. And that's a first down for the Ponies. So Beaudry with the first down run. And it is 1st and 10 from the 42. We have stayed dry. No rain at all here today. Thank the weather gods for that. 1st and 10 from the 42. Thought it was going to be a soaker. A play fake. In trouble! And Rayfield just got it away to get rid of it, and that is it. He was being rushed big time and smartly just dumped it off. And so it's an incomplete pass, and it's 2nd and 10.
I think his hand's coming forward. Right call, but man, Fortin came right off that edge on that naked bootleg, and there was nobody between the two of them.
2nd and 10 from the 42. Rayfield under center has a full house backfield with Beaudry. The deep back in the eye, pitch out to him left side. Blockers out in front. He slows down, waits for it to open. It doesn't. Bottom of the pile for Winslow, 63 Lucas Spencer. With the initial hit, also in on the stop, Jeffrey Gollin.
That credit to him. They still got up to the 47.
He still got about 6, so it is 3rd down and about 4.
The Ponies from their own 47-yard line.
9 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 14. Just unbelievable almost. Foxcroft Academy came into this game having scored more than 300 points, averaging 50 a game. Pitch to Beaudry. Beaudry zigzags up, first down, pounds up to the 44-yard line of Winslow. Boy, he's a tough runner.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the halftime discussion among Foxcroft Academy was, okay, let's slow this down ourselves. Let's get number 4 involved.
Sounds like you're right, AJ. Because they have gone away from the shotgun, back to having Rayfield under center, less spread out, and seemingly more committed to the running game. 1st and 10 from the 44.
That was only the third down that Foxcroft Academy's had, but it was the first one they've converted.
Strive started after the fumble by Costigan at the Foxcroft Academy 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 44. Pitch out right side to Beaudry. Blockers in front. Beaudry waits for it to open. It does, but a flag is down. Or is it? The referee pulled the flag out of his pocket, the official, dropped it, then picked it up and threw it where he was supposed to. And this is going to be on Foxcroft Academy.
5 penalties, 42 yards in the first half, and this looks like, number 6.
Holding. That's a 10-yarder. Spot foul from right where that official is. from the 43. Don't lose count. There it goes. Back to the 47-yard line.
47-yard line. It's going to be first down.
I always get stuck on stuff like that and have to go back and start again. Then I have to go back and start again.
Yes. I'm with you, 44. So that ends into first and
20-ish.
That's, 18? First and 18? It's not 20.
You're right. I think it's more like 19, but it's close enough either
18,
way.
19.
They are backed up at the 48. Pitch out left side to Beaudry. Again, blockers in front. Waits for it to open. It does. 45 to the 40, and he's out of bounds. Oh, man. He ran into that rope down below, but he bounces right up. Pulled down the Gatorade jug. And a nice run there by Beaudry. And it sets up a gain of 13 yards, so it's going to set up a second down and about 7. They ruled him out at the 41. Beaudry is one hard-driving runner. Second down and 7. Back from the sidelines is Wyatt Rayfield, the senior quarterback, getting the play from Danny White in his 15th year at Foxcroft Academy. He's also their head baseball coach. School with just a tremendous athletic program all the way around. Second down and 7 at the 41. Rayfield, and we have a bunch of whistles and a timeout called. Whatever Danny White saw there, he didn't like. So a timeout on the field with 7:41 left in the third quarter in a 14-14 game.
As everybody saw it, obviously, with no rain.
With no rain, which is remarkable given what we heard the forecast was going to be. We are shocked. I mean, every piece of rain gear that I have, every tarp that I have, every bungee cord to hold is all in the SCORE Jeep, and none of it have I used, which is great.
Knock on wood. Yeah, and
For
again,
once, I'm prepared, and I don't get to use this stuff.
Foxcroft Academy, I think, Mike, trying to just balance out a little bit of this time of possession to maybe see if they can knock the Winslow offense off of rhythm a little bit, I think has committed themselves to running to kind of balance this out. Because, again, as I told you, there were 7 pass attempts and 5 total rushes for Foxcroft Academy in the first half. That's it, 12 plays. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
But still, it was just 12 plays.
But the goal, obviously, for Winslow to keep the offense off the field from Foxcroft Academy, and they have succeeded in that goal until this drive. But Foxcroft Academy has gone old school here, running their quarterback under center and running a formation like this with 2 tight ends and a power I. Second and 7. A fake handoff. They're going to throw it downfield. Open is Marsters, and he's got it. He has got it. A first down catch after the throw downfield to Kemsley Marsters. And it is 1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy at the 16. So they lull them to sleep. They come out in a full house backfield, a play action fake, and Marsters open, and the catch made at the 16. Excuse me, the catch made at the 11. Pitch out right side, turning up Beaudry. Beaudry avoids a tackle, and then he is piled on there by Bimson and Will Parent. He only got to the 10. So Beaudry just a gain of, well, he did not pick up a couple of yards. He did not pick up a couple of yards. He got nothing. It is second down. He didn't even get one. It is second down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Second and 10, ball on the right hash. Wide side is the left side. Power I formation. They've got a lineman in the backfield, Hunter McSorley. Beaudry, the deep back in the eye. They give it to the fullback, though. This is Finn Holmes, and Finn Holmes, that is, breaks away from the line of scrimmage inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Tackled there by Nolan Kelly. So it'll be third down and a short 3, I'm going to call it. Third down and a short 3. A running clock, 6.5 to go into third, 14 all.
Is the sun coming out?
It's bizarre, it is.
Wow.
Third down and a short 3. Ball at the 5-yard line. Hand off to Beaudry. Beaudry plows up. Bimson grabs him. Also Kelly grabs him. And I don't know. Let's see when they spot it after the unpiling process. That ball is pretty close to the 1-yard line to me, and if that's the case, it's a first. It is. So it is first and goal.
Ball to the 1-yard line for a first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal. This drive started at the 13. They've gone 86 yards. They need to go 87. First and goal at the 1. Full house. Holmes the fullback. Beaudry the tailback. McSorley is the right. And it's in for a touchdown. Finn Thomas has broken the tie on a 1-yard run. And Foxcroft Academy impressively goes 87 yards for the score. And they lead it 20-14.
Yeah, big response there from them, especially when you talk about what could have been. I mean, that kickoff return, there's no reason for that penalty. And even if you say that penalty doesn't stop Marsters from not tackling Kieran, he's still inside the 10, if not the 5.
Marsters looking to put point 21 on the board. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. He does convert. He is 3 for 3. And Foxcroft Academy back in front. 5:40 to go in the third. The score, Foxcroft Academy 21 and Winslow 14 after an 87-yard drive after the fumble.
And then I think Foxcroft Academy, showed a little bit of response to their physicality, their toughness being tested in the first half. I think had a response there for the Black Raiders that we'll get in the trenches too and show you what we can do.
They got right after it, no question about it. And they go 87 yards impressively, mixing in a pass here and there, including the big play to Marsters. It's been ground and pound here in the second half for Foxcroft Academy, and it's worked. Kelly, Curian, and Don Gurney back to return. The kickoff of Kemsley Marsters, who does a lot of things for this Ponies team, and that sun is oh so close to coming out.
It's definitely gotten a lot brighter, that's for sure.
I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get soaked, and I'm thankful.
Yeah, you and me both.
Kemsley Marsters ready to kick. Got a booming leg. Drives that one, and Gurney will just let it roll, and it goes through the end zone for a touchback. Excellent kickoff by Kemsley Marsters, so Winslow will start off first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. .540 to go in the third, 21-14, Foxcroft Academy. In the only game so far this year that they have played that has been competitive.
Yeah, what'd you say, closest game with 35?
35 to nothing. That was the closest game they played. Winslow's come out with a spread offense most of the day, and they've run it brilliantly, and Fortin has done a great job milking the clock. Of course, it stopped here, so not necessary to do. First and 10 from the 20. Fortin sending Kelly in motion. Fake the jet sweep to him. Handoff inside to Curie, and Matt got a yard, then spun and got grappled by all sides. Leading the way was Gage Beaudry, the leading tackler for Foxcroft Academy. Little, if any, gain. Second down and 10. Second and 10. Fortin back to his huddle. Now we'll see him when he comes out. Wait for that back judge for the 10-second call. Coming out wide right side, Isaiah Costigan, the slot Kelly. Parent is wide to the left with Davian Costigan. Second and 10. Fortin. There's the 10-second. Kelly in motion. Fake to Curian, running left side Fortin. Fortin turns upfield, runs right into Beaudry, then gets plowed under. Nowhere to go for Fortin right there.
Yeah, nice response there from the Foxcroft Academy defense. Because it looked like Fortin was going to have a little bit of space, but that shrank in a second.
Little bit of a gain, so we'll be generous and call it 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 from the 21. 4:15 left in the third quarter. Foxcroft Academy 21. Winslow 14. The Costigans are flanked out to the right. Kelly is on the inside of that flank. He's the slot. Keary in the running back. 3rd and 9 from the 21. Fortin milking it. Calls for the ball. Back to throw. Fortin, nothing to the left, avoids a sack, and then just smartly threw it away. Kelly in the area, and Fortin does a nice job not to take a sack. But it's going to be 4th and long, and Winslow will punt. Hassan Hobby will come in to kick.
A little bit of danger there. Fortin kind of ran himself into pressure, but like you said, was able to get it away. But a little bit of a scramble there. And Winslow, I feel like he kind of felt the wind taken out of the sails, obviously, because you definitely feel like he should have had a touchdown to open up the second half.
Yeah.
And then Foxcroft Academy just pounds it back down the other way.
Oh, how one mistake can change a game. Mosters and Beaudry back to return the punt of Hassan Hobby. Good snap, and it's blocked. It is blocked. It was McSorley who blocked it, and it is recovered. Not that it matters, but it is recovered by Foxcroft Academy, and they are in business. The block there by Hunter McSorley. The 5'10", 215-pound senior just got a finger on it, got enough of it. And Hobby's punt is blocked, and Foxcroft Academy in business. It is 1st and 10. Whoops. We just lost a power strip. Let's put that back up. It is 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Rayfield sets him down, low snap. He handles it, a fake, and then he makes something out of nothing. That play looked like it was doomed from the start, and Wyatt Rayfield recovered and got positive yardage. He was tackled by Fortin, but Rayfield ends up getting 5 yards on a play that looked as if it was going to be major league trouble.
It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
How he got 4 out of that is impressive.
So a blocked punt setting up Foxcroft Academy here at the Winslow 23. Now ball just inside the 19. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 6 we'll call it. Give him 4, 2nd and 6. Hands off to Beaudry. Beaudry nowhere to go. Broke out of the initial tackle and actually did a good job to do that. Will Parent able to tie him up. He got a couple there. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Give him 4, actually. 3rd down and 2. So 4 and 4. 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage is the Winslow 15. Coming in for the Raiders, Zane Erickson, big defensive tackle. On 3rd and 2, the turn, the give to Beaudry. Beaudry cuts inside, and he avoided the attempt to tackle him by Gollin, and that gave him the 1st down. Avoiding Gollin literally made the difference on that play. And now a whistle, and Winslow wants a timeout. Wes Littlefield wants to settle things down here. 2:11 to go in the third period. His Raiders down 21-14, and a big spot in this game, trying to avoid going down by 2 touchdowns. But again, you referenced it just a moment or so ago, the way the tides can turn so quickly. Winslow has that kickoff return for a score by Matt Curie and 97 yards and a fantastic effort. Have a foolish penalty committed back upfield that didn't make a difference in the play at all. Have that called back, but still get the ball in good field position. Not able to do anything with it. Then a fumble after that, after they got it back, after a terrible punt by Marsters. And then the fumble by Costigan. Touchdown, now a blocked kick, and now Foxcroft Academy threatening to go up by 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, that touchdown, even if, again, if the block in the back, I think as you watch the replay, I think I would have liked to see a little bit more contact, but by the law of the land, I suppose. But even still, like you said, Winslow's in great territory. Not only that, they started the 35 after the penalty. Costigan picks up 22 on the catch, but just gets stripped trying to go to the ground.
And, as an official, I mean, all of us, when we watch plays, we think, well, that didn't even impact the play. Why throw the flag? There's that thought process, because that did not impact the play at all.
No, I think clearing was gone.
First and goal at the 9. Beaudry gets the give, and he gets tripped up there. And again, Jeff Gollin. And we've got an extracurricular activity going on between Ben Thomas and we've got a personal foul called on Foxcroft Academy. So the Ponies continue to hurt themselves with penalties. Winslow's hurt themselves a little bit, obviously a lot on the kickoff return, but now Foxcroft Academy commits a personal foul penalty. And this is going to be 15.
Yeah, so they picked up one. That was worth one. And then 15, back them up. 65 total penalty yards now on 7 penalties. First and goal. No. That's after the play. This should be second and goal.
And they fixed that, so we're all on the same page there. Second and goal from the 23 for Foxcroft Academy. Rayfield almost dropped the snap. He got it, pulls it out of there, flips it out to Beaudry. Beaudry down the sidelines and is rolled out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Apologies there for the pop-up, but that's the way it is. And so he is out of bounds, spotted at about the 13-yard line.
It's going to be third down and goal. From the 12.
That plug was out a little bit, if that matters, AJ. We got a little technical snafu.
Sean was here that he thinks he smells something burning.
Oh, okay. I don't. So
everything looks copacetic?
Nothing's burning yet.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Welcome back to Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. I'm Mike Violet along with A.J. Knight. Sean Packard is our videographer here this afternoon. We go to the fourth quarter in a 7-point game. It's Foxcroft Academy 21, Winslow 14. It is 1st and 10 for Winslow from their own 10. Excuse me, 2nd and 10 for Winslow from their own 10. Here's the turn, the handoff to Matt Curian. Matt over the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier picks up 6 yards to the 16.
He's to the 16-yard line where it'll set up a 3rd down and about 4. 3rd and 4, 21-14 Foxcroft Academy in what has to be the most unlikely score of the season after 3.
Winslow chance.
They're in it.
I mean, they've moved the ball with some success today. And
they are in it. 3rd and 4. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Curian to the right of Fortin in the backfield. Fortin milking the clock. 3rd down and 4 from the 16. We all wait, and there's the 10-second designation. Fortin calls for the ball. Turns, gives to Curian. Matt is wrapped right up, right off after the handoff by Philip Bagley, who was all over that. And Winslow's going to have to punt.
Loss of a yard. It's at the 15-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 5.
You can't be serious. They're going to go for this.
No way. They're coming out.
They are. Fortin's under center. Talk about a roll of the dice. You'd better get it. Is he going to try to just draw him off sides? And it worked! It's still not going to give him enough for a 1st down.
But you potentially now can do the tush push.
Yep, Logan Walton jumped. Fortin jumped under center. And his cadence drew them off. So they get 5. So, yes, the tush push now could be in play. They've run it successfully before.
I imagine you're going to wait for the... No, what? No!
Wow.
So that was not a 1st down.
4th and 6 had to be wrong on the scoreboard. They got a 1st down out of it, so it was not 4th and 6. It was 4th and less than 5 or 5. Now it's 1st and 10. That's what they're saying anyway.
All right, whatever. I mean, Winslow gets new life again on a big penalty from Foxcroft Academy.
Trips left, no doubt about it. The Ponies have crushed themselves today with penalties. Winslow has 2, of course, on the kickoff return by Curian. 10 minutes to go. Fortin milks the clock. There's the 10-second call. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trips left. Fortin's going to run it himself. No place to go. Curian was trying to lead block, and Fortin tied up by McSorley.
Loss of 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Clock running, 9.5 to go. 21-14 Foxcroft Academy. 2nd down and 11 from the Winslow 19. Wide to the right side for the Raiders. Isaiah Costigan got trips to the left. Parent is flanked out wide to the left. He's made 1 big catch today. Parent, Kelly, and Costigan. From the outside to the inside, wide left. There's the 10-second. Fortin flips it, caught by Kirian, but nothing there. Not with Devitt Henderson right in his face.
There was a wave of ponies that went out there with Kirian.
Matt would know where to go. And so it is 3rd and 11. Clock down to 8.5. We'll have playoff football next weekend. Which game, where, and what time, we'll let you know this week on Opening Drive on Monday morning. And, of course, on our website, centralmainsports.com and 1160thescore.com, and on our Facebook page. 3rd and 11 from the 19. Fortin back to throw. Flush. McSorley gets him out of the pocket. A lot of room there for Fortin if he can find it, and it is closed down big time.
Missed here on the near side. He had Costigan all by himself.
So he is out at about the 23-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and Hassan Hobby will come in to kick. Seven and a half minutes left. Hobby standing. Last one was blocked, remember. Standing at his own 15, back to return. Jaden Richard. McSorley got the last one, 75. Snap is high, and he just got it off with Marsters right there. And
it's
boy,
terrible.
Talk about a shank. Marsters, I thought, had the worst punt of the day until Hobby's punt right there. He rushed it, I think, with the rush and shanked it off the right side of his foot, and they spot it, at the 19?
That was the line of scrimmage on the 3rd down play before Fortin picked up 4.
Wow, 19-yard line.
Hobby's body was facing about 230, and then he shanked it, so you get it going backwards to that point. I mean, that was panic. It was panic from the last one being blocked.
So Foxcroft Academy with a golden opportunity to make this a 2-score game. 1st and 10 from the 19 for Wyatt Rayfield. And this Foxcroft Academy Ponies offense. Handoff Beaudry. Beaudry has a blocker in front, goes around that blocker, and veers out of bounds near the 10, it looks like. So Gage Beaudry is out at the 10, so give him 9, stops the clock, which is not necessarily what he wanted to do. But a strong gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and about 1. 2nd and 1. Ball is at about the 11-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. Finn Thomas joining Beaudry to either side of Rayfield. Rayfield calls for the ball, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas is in! Touchdown! Foxcroft Academy! Finn Thomas goes in from 11 to make it 27-14.
Yeah, it just felt like Winslow was playing with fire a little bit. You can't. You have to move the ball. You're giving Foxcroft Academy. You were able to keep into the game in the first half by kind of choking their possessions off, and here they kind of extended the time of possession with running the ball, and you just couldn't keep doing that without them scoring.
Marsters for the conversion. He's 3 for 3 today. Snap good. Ball down. Plenty of length. Did he get it in that right upright? He did. And with 7:02 remaining in the ball game, it's a 2-score game. For the first time today, 28-14, Foxcroft Academy, a 19-yard drive. It's always nice to only have to go 19 for a score.
Yeah, that'll help when you get to do it in, two stints, basically?
So perhaps room to take a breath now for the Ponies. But the way things have gone today, there's still 7 minutes left. Matt Kirian returned the last kickoff for a touchdown. It got called back. But he did it.
Yeah, and that's going to be – there's still time, obviously 7 minutes, still plenty of time. But it's going to be one of those things for Winslow, and there's probably for the losing team every game, there's always that what if, but man, the Black Raiders, just two crucial mistakes to open up the second half, and then that punt there. You're looking at potentially 3 plays, I think, to just dramatically change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, that kickoff is going to be the biggest what if, for sure. Here's Marsters ready to kick it off again. Kurian and Kelly and Gurney. Back deep, Gurney up about 15 yards. There's Marsters with a booming leg, and he drills it, and Kurian smartly lets it go through the end zone for a touchback. So the Black Raiders will have it on their own 20.
Winslow hasn't run a ton of plays in this second half, but I think the thing that's a little bit surprising, I know you lose the fumble. I don't want to call it fluky. It's a great play by the defense, but you did complete it for like 22 yards. Now you're going to have to push the ball down the field.
1st and 10 Raiders, trailing 28-14 at their own 20-yard line. Fortin making his way back to the huddle. Certainly time is an issue, and I would think that Winslow would get away from waiting for the 10-second thing now because it's kind of moot. You got to move the ball and move it swiftly. 1st and 10 from the 20. Fortin sending Costigan in motion. Back to throw it. Right side. Costigan is there and is flipped out of bounds by Landon Smith after a gain of, we'll give him 6, so call it 2nd and 4. Still in bounds, so the clock runs with 6:40 remaining.
Slow moving for Winslow.
Too slow.
You're trailing 2 scores. You got to have a little bit of giddy up. You got to get the ponies out, quote unquote.
Indeed. Fortin from the gun. Kurian to his right, tight formation. Let's see what they run out of this. 2nd and 4. Handoff to Kurian. Matt bounces outside. There's a lot of ponies there, and they drop him.
I think Fortin's going to have to. You're going to have Fortin pull a few more of those because anywhere Kurian's going,
they're going.
A herd of ponies is following him.
Yeah, this is just taking too long for Winslow, unless they hit on a big one. This is taking way too long. You almost have to be in hurry up here at this point.
Credit to Foxcroft Academy. That was Kurian's 14th carry, 32 yards.
Wow, he's been stuffed.
Yeah.
The only time he busted loose, it didn't count on a kickoff return. 3rd down and 5. Winslow from the 25. 5:25 left. They trail by 14. 28-14 Foxcroft Academy. Fortin in the gun. Tight formation. Costigan. Jet sweep, sort of. Goes right, all strung out. Foxcroft Academy all over it. And McSorley ends up finishing off Costigan.
Costigan missed his cutback earlier. He stopped late. There was a lane there. He had a bunch of blockers in front of him. If he cut back as soon as he got outside the tackle box, there was a wave of black jerseys there to seal that off for him.
Now you can't punt. Got to go for it. And again, you see Fortin talking the Littlefield, and they're in no hurry.
I mean, this game script, Mike, I think went the way you wanted it to until that blocked punt.
Blocked punt, kickoff return. There's a couple of spots.
Well, I mean, even still with those mistakes, I mean, you even trailing 7, I think you would have taken. Trailing by 2 scores, just not Winslow's strong suit. They're not a fast-moving offense.
All right, 3 to the left, 1 to the right for Fortin. Calls for the ball, and he's going to do a quick kick. And he got it away. Takes a pretty healthy Foxcroft Academy bounce. Kelly on it at the 45-yard line. So Winslow does kick it away. And Foxcroft Academy will have it on its own 45 with a chance to maybe run this game out.
I think interesting thing going to be, Mike, I told you I know that the running back for Beaudry is obviously the big player, but Rayfield is no slouch either at QB, but at halftime, he only had 69 yards, and he's only completed 1 pass in the second half. I think Winslow has probably not going to win this game. If you're a playoff team playing Foxcroft Academy, Black Raiders gave you a lot to work off of.
There's a blueprint here. 1st and 10 from the 45. It's actually been stunning. Little shovel off to Topolsky. Topolsky turns it up. He's got some speed. Number 1 down the sidelines to the 30, to the 20. And finally he is run out of bounds. Back up field and around the 14. 41 yards.
That'll work. See a little push pass here.
Silas, that is Topolsky, a junior, little guy, 5'9", 140. He can run. And it's 1st and 10. Ball right on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 15, 28-14. Ponies in front. 1st and 10 at the 15, 3:50 remaining. Rayfield in the shotgun. He's now milking the clock. He's now waiting for the back judge.
Doesn't feel like Foxcroft Academy just trying to get out of here to a certain extent.
We'll get out of here with a win and nobody getting hurt.
Yeah.
There's the 10-second signal. Topolsky goes in motion. Inside handoff, though. And running inside is Richard. And Richard down near the 10, and a late flag thrown into the pile. Duplessis on the tackle.
We got a Winslow player down.
We got a Winslow player down. We got a flag down. So let's see. Personal foul on Foxcroft Academy. So the penalties continue to pile up for the undefeated Ponies.
Yeah, not only do I feel like, has Winslow put something on film. If you're an opposing team, you can use. They, I think, have demonstrated they might run laps sometime this week, even with a win. They score here and even win by 3, they might run laps.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things for Coach White to find on the film to get at his team about. A 15-yard penalty here. And a Winslow player down. We have an injury timeout. 3:21 left in the 4th. Foxcroft Academy driving at the 20-yard line. They lead at 28-14. We'll take a timeout and be back to Winslow after this on The Score.
Because we all know someone who is affected by cancer, Renewal by Anderson of Greater Maine is all in on bringing attention to this terrible disease. Whether it's you or somebody you know and love, it affects many lives, and lots of us want to help in some way but don't know how. That's why throughout October, Renewal by Anderson of Greater Maine will donate to Sarah's House of Maine, a local nonprofit supporting those diagnosed with cancer. If you want to join the fight too, email sarahshousemanager@gmail.com.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Davian Costigan, the injured player for Winslow, up and walking off the field under his own power. Good to see. Last night at the Coney Gardner game, we saw Trevor Barron go down for Gardner. He was down for a significant amount of time. They brought him off the field on a stretcher and posted on the Gardner Tigers football Facebook page. We wanted to share that Trevor home resting last night. A concussion and whiplash is the diagnosis, but looks as if everything's going to be okay. So that is the news there. We're back ready to go here. 1st and 15, jet sweep. Running to the left side, Jaden Richard. Richard breaks tackles, goes down, off the pylon. Looks like he's in. No signal yet. And Richard almost scored a touchdown.
Number 3, Jaden
I think
Richard.
they're going to mark him just short.
Ball carrier, gain of 14 yards. The ball
So he got 14, needed 15. So Trevor Barron again last night. A concussion, a whiplash injury, but home resting comfortably. We were really concerned about it.
Yeah. The PA announcer misspoke. It was 1st and 15 from the 20. So that was 19.
Okay, 19-yard gain. First and goal now at the 1. Full house backfield. Rayfield sets him down. Beaudry, the deep back, he gets the give off the left side. Doesn't need much, and he gets it. Touchdown, Foxcroft Academy. So Beaudry is in.
Touchdown run by number 4.
A 1-yard touchdown run.
A 1-yard run, 30.
Comes at the 9:07 mark of the third period. Foxcroft Academy goes 55 yards. And Marsters in for the kick. Rayfield ready to hold it. Snap is a little slow, but it gets there, and the kick is driven up, and it is good. Marsters 5 for 5 on the day. And Foxcroft Academy has extended their lead now to 35-14.
I think just kind of wearing them down. Winslow had their shot, and I think that, you don't want to say necessarily one play, but at that third down, not getting the kickoff touchdown and then immediately losing the fumble when you should have had 1st and 10 from what I think was about the 13.
Yeah, that's where the ball was recovered by Foxcroft Academy at the 13. They go 87 after that and score. So you look like you're going to score, have a great chance to. You don't, you turn it over, and they take it down the field and really smash you in the mouth in the process.
Yeah, and I think they responded with that drive specifically, wanted to show that they could match the physicality, like you said, Mike. And I think more importantly, flipped the game script. Winslow was in a rhythm, having such a dominant time of possession. Foxcroft, I think, clearly came out and said, well, maybe we could throw it and score, but we want to be able to keep our offense in rhythm and kind of keep Winslow off the field ourselves a little bit, and that's what they've done in the second half.
All right, Kemsley Marsters done a good job kicking off today, driving it through the end zone 3 times. Looking to do it again. Kurian, Kelly, and Gurney back to return. And he blasts it, and it is all the way through. Hit just a couple of yards short of the back line. Touchback, and it'll be 1st and 10 Winslow at the 20.
Tell you what, I think they told Marsters, said, we don't want to give him good field, so you can't pooch it, but we don't want Kurian touching again, so you better hit that end zone.
Kick it over his head a lot, and they did. No chance. 1st and 10, Winslow at the 20, down 35-14. Just a chance now to make the score a little more respectable. Even if it stays here, when people see this score today, there will be raised eyebrows.
Well, that's the other thing, talking about the third quarter, Mike. That was probably it. I had to have been the first time anybody had the chance to lead in the second half against Foxcroft.
No doubt. Fortin in the gun. Hand off to Curian. Matt breaks a tackle. Curian is a tough nut to haul down, and Matt to the 29-yard line. Give him 9.
8-yard gain, tackled by number 35.
2nd down and 1.
It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
No, it's 2nd down and 1.
For Winslow.
Mike's right. I can see the line.
2.5 to go. Twins right, twins left for Fortin. Curian to his right in the shotgun. 2nd and 1. In the belly of Curian, but he smashes into his own lineman, and that play was doomed from the start as he ran right into our friend Tyler Folsom.
And again, Foxcroft Academy also knows, especially as they started to assert some more control over this game, anywhere that 33 goes,
we go.
Like 5 of us are going.
Yep. We go en masse. $1:52 remaining. 2 and 2. And Curian in the eye in the shotgun. 3rd down and short. In the belly of Curian, Matt puts his head down and powers, and I think he got enough after he got hit by 3 or 4 Foxcroft Academy ponies, but Curian is a powerful runner. Well, let's see. That spot just over the 30, and it's enough. Nose of the ball just over the 30.
First down, Black Raiders.
Not a touchdown, 1st down.
Yeah, 42 yards now and 17 carries for Matt Curian.
This is an amazing stat.
It's about 2.5 yards a carry.
1st and 10 from the 30 down to 1:20. Fortin a run all the way. Good seal block there by Curian, but great pursuit to the football from Foxcroft Academy's Jackson Smith from his secondary position. Slowed that down. Meantime, we got Marsters down below us with his shoe half off.
Yeah, he got a flat tire there. But it's worth noting, Mike, he didn't kick his shoe off.
Which we had the, Lawrence goaltender do last week in a soccer game?
And then some. That shoe got some good distance.
That would have been like a 25-yard field goal.
That was solid.
2nd down and 7. A minute to go. Fortin in the gun from the 33. Direct snap. Again in the belly of Curian. And again, Matt just absolutely swallowed whole Finn Holmes with the first hit.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
35 seconds left. For what it's worth, 3rd down and 7. And Foxcroft Academy is going to win this game, but it weren't easy.
No. It took them, I think, probably all 3 quarters before they could finally really assert their dominance.
And barring a defensive penalty, this will be the final play of the game. 3rd and 7. Fortin on a keeper. Breaks into the secondary. Has something cooking midfield, a stiff arm, but then he's rolled out of bounds. And now that timekeeper right on it stops the clock with 1 second to go.
That also, as you see the replay here, Parent didn't really throw a block there. If Parent throws a block, that might be 6.
So they've got the ball at the 43 for a final play, barring a defensive penalty. Trips right, 1 to the left. That's Parent. Carrying in the backfield. On 1st and 10. Fortin on a keeper, and that's it. No flags. And this ball game is over with, or wait a minute.
Fortin took a shot to the helmet. Took a second to get up there.
All right, he is up and walking off. So, a game that was 14-14 at halftime, which was a shocking score for sure. Foxcroft Academy, 21 unanswered points in the second half, and they win it. Final score in this one, Foxcroft Academy Ponies 35 and the Winslow Black Raiders 14. Our post-game show is next. You're watching and listening to high school football on the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, WSKW, The Score.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service on the Goodyear credit card for all your auto needs with great benefits. 6-month financing when you buy $250 or more. Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions apply. Double savings on select Goodyear tires via mail-in rebate. Accepted at Exxon and Mobil locations nationwide. The Goodyear credit card, the complete solution. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Get yours. Apply now. Nothing brings people together like good food, so when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta, so there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards, so be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight's back here live at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field in Winslow. Sean Packard, our videographer, here this afternoon. Foxcroft Academy wins it 35-14, but it's hard to sit here and explain to you how surprising this score is, because you see a final score of 35-14 and you think, well, the Ponies must have dominated like they've done everyone else this year. Couple of things. This is the closest game that Foxcroft Academy has had this year. Prior to this, the closest game was 35 points. They won 35-0. This was a 14-14 game at halftime. Have to say, as far as game plan and scheme is concerned, Wes Littlefield and his staff may have the coaching performance of the year so far, because honest to God, we thought coming in we had a shot at getting to running time in the second half in this game. The field conditions, forget about there was no neutralizing. The field conditions were fine. There was no rain at all. We didn't have a drop, thanks to the weather gods for that, to neutralize or to slow down Foxcroft Academy at all. This was just a terrific game plan by Wes Littlefield and his coaching staff, and executed well by the Black Raiders. In the end, the talent of Foxcroft Academy prevailed. Also, mistakes at key times by Winslow. Obviously, the kickoff return, the aborted kickoff return because of an illegal block, was a huge penalty. The fumble by Costigan at the 13. Couple of variables there. Foxcroft Academy lucky to escape today, AJ.
Yeah, because I think to your point, you talk about Foxcroft Academy is in the middle of or concluded now a spectacular regular season, but they have the opportunity, right? When they coming in, everybody expected obviously probably a big win for them. So when you're Winslow and you're playing kind of underwhelmed like that, you can't afford the mistakes. Foxcroft Academy did not play mistake-free football, but unfortunately,
hardly.
Winslow's, I think, were more crucial just because they had to play on that razor's edge. And like you said, I think even after not getting the kick return touchdown, they had that opportunity, but it was not just the fumble on the next play. It was the way that Foxcroft Academy drove down after that and kind of punched Winslow back in the mouth, and I think kind of asserted themselves, and Winslow kind of really struggled to find the rhythm after that.
Winslow won the coin toss and elected to defer, and I wondered out loud about the strategy there of giving a high-powered offense like Foxcroft Academy the ball. But that's not the way it played out, because I thought brilliantly so after we found out West Littlefield told his team onside kick. That was the call. They executed it perfectly. Kelly with the recovery at the 37-yard line of Foxcroft Academy. Winslow took it in, led 7-0. Took one play. Took 10 seconds for the Ponies to come back and tie it. Rayfield, a 48-yard pass in stride to Marsters. 7-7 was the score there. Then Foxcroft Academy did jump in front, a 24-yard pass play from Richard, to Richard, that is, from Rayfield. Marsters, that is, with a kick, 14-7 there. You figure, all right, Foxcroft Academy, they're going to start running away with it now. Not so fast, my friend, because after a dreadful punt by Marsters, he shanked it. This is a guy that blasted kickoffs all day long through the end zone. Then he shanked a punt that went, 8 yards? Something like that.
Something like that.
Went out of bounds at the 25 of Foxcroft Academy. Fortin, a 15-yard pass to Kelly for the touchdown. Hobby with a kick. We're tied at halftime. Had to be the most shocking halftime score of the year. Foxcroft Academy, Winslow, 14-14. But the Ponies with all three scores in the second half. The first one coming after the Costigan fumble at the 13-yard line. Foxcroft Academy decided, you know what? The heck with the spread. We're going to tighten it up. 2 tight ends, full house backfield. Pound and ground and pound, 87 yards for a score. The final 1 yard to Finn Holmes on a short carry. It was 21-14 there, and then Foxcroft Academy 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Thomas, an 11-yard run. Beaudry, a 1-yard run to get to the final score of 35-14, but still a terrific performance by Winslow. They have to feel really good about where they are going into the playoffs. And Foxcroft Academy, like you said, there may be some laps run this week.
Well, I think you talk about for both these teams, worth noting, we've been here 4 times, Winslow loses their starting quarterback week 1.
No, actually it was in the preseason where Pomelo got hurt.
Oh, preseason,
Yep.
So not even that. So their starting quarterback goes out, and they have had to patch together a passing game. And we've seen the improvement. Fortin and them can do a little bit of that, and now that makes them that much more credible as they get ready for the postseason run and look at the performance today. Foxcroft Academy, on the other hand, you finish the regular season, you're a perfect 8-0. But if you're an opponent that's going to catch the Ponies now in the playoffs, I'm watching the Black Raider tape real close because they did some things that I think are, the burning the clock, that's emulatable. Can you get some push on the offensive line? That's an opportunity. And I think from what you said, despite the penalties today, Foxcroft Academy maybe not the most buttoned-up team this season.
Yeah, 8-0, and there's a few things that they need to work on. Clearly, they've got all the physical skill. There's no question about that. So I think I would find it highly unlikely that the Ponies would be tested in the first round of the playoffs. It's the second round where you look at some of these mistakes and some of the issues today that you'd begin to worry about. Winslow, I think, officially puts itself into the category of teams we don't want to play in the playoffs.
Yes. Yeah, especially because some fans were talking to us while we were getting the post-game numbers put together. Sounds like they're going to get a home game to open up, which is always great. I think they are a team that, despite, finishing 3-5 now?
3-5, yep.
3-5. I think has had to really improve. I think you've seen the comfort in the offense expand with Fortin being able to pass a little bit. Now they can run and spread and give Kyrian some more space. Because the other thing to note is Foxcroft K, like you said, physical tools. How many teams, and Foxcroft really struggled in the first half, how many teams when you say we're going to line it up and we're going to tell you to stop us, how many teams can match up with Winslow? Because they do what they do.
How about some numbers, Mr. Knight?
Yeah, final numbers, pretty workman day for Foxcroft Academy. 168 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, just 7 for 13. Beaudry, 18 rushes, 111 yards. Really, he was the story second half. Finished with a touchdown, though 9 penalties for 85 yards for the Ponies.
That's where you got to tighten it up, man.
On the other side, Fortin, 8 for 12, 117 yards, touchdown, solid. 19 rushes himself, 71 yards. Kind of buoyed those totals here late, with especially that last big carry. Touchdown, he had a fumble, but Kyrian recovered it. And then I think a story here, especially in the second half, that helped Foxcroft assert dominance. Matt Kyrian, who has rushed, I think I said 3 games before, 500 total yards rushing. 18 rushes today, 42 yards.
He was stuffed today.
Big time.
And, of course, had the 97-yard kickoff return called back. But Kyrian was still a heck of a difference in this game. Played some excellent defense. Winslow, it's almost weird to say that you come out of a game where you lost 35-14 feeling good about yourself, but I think that you have to.
Yeah, again, because I think who knows? Obviously, it's still way early. You're talking about the first and then second play in the third quarter. But, man, this place was jumping after that kickoff return, and then even with it negated, which you hate to see. The fumble, it was a fumble, but it was off a 22-yard pass. If Costigan is just able to get down to his knees, or step out of bounds, it's 1st and 10 from the Foxcroft Academy 13 for Winslow.
Yeah, you got to feel like West Littlefield thinks we left some points on the field, that's for sure. So, as far as next weekend is concerned, playoff-wise, not sure yet. Keep your eyes on CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com for a schedule. Also on social media on the Score's Facebook page. We'll let you know about that. What we do know is we have playoff field hockey games on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, Messalonskee hosting Lewiston at Messalonskee. It's a 5 o'clock start. We'll have it here on the Score. All of our platforms on YouTube, Central Maine Sports, and also 1160thescore.com. Then Wednesday, we'll be in Skowhegan as the Riverhawks open up defense of their Class A championship against Hamden Academy. They'll get going at 3, both of those games on the Score, 1160thescore.com, centralmainsports.com, and our new YouTube channel. Please go subscribe. Go to YouTube, type in Central Maine Sports, subscribe. All of our games will be there. They'll be broadcast live. They'll all also be stored there along with being in the vault at centralmainsports.com. Features that we've produced for you, highlights, score lights as we call them, and much, much more, all there. Also on our social media, on Facebook, on the Score. So that's the deal for next week. And that's it here for us now from Jerry Poulin Field in Winslow. For Sean Packard, our videographer, for AJ Knight, Mike Violet saying so long from Poulin Field in Winslow. Final score today, Foxcroft Academy Ponies escape. Foxcroft Academy 35, Winslow 14.
This high school sports presentation on the place for local sports, The Score, has been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone & Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, BJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Joseph's Market, the Harry J. Smith Company, Computer Improvements, Casella Waste, and by Dixon's Country Market. For all your local sports action, keep it right here on the place for local sports,